Today we are learning about the studio habit of mind called Develop Craft. Develop Craft is about learning to use tools and materials well and to take care of your art space.
I'm so excited. I get to teach you a little bit about architecture and drafting. When I was your age, I was obsessed with using graph paper and designing floor plans. So I'm super excited to show you a little bit about that. And by the way, I still am. It hasn't gone away. When I was 9, the only thing I wanted for my birthday was a drafting table, and I got one. And I still have it. I love it. When I was your age and a little bit older, I started learning about graph paper and how super cool it was. And I kept all of the things that I worked on. This one is the house that I lived in at the time. I drew the floor plan to my house. I measured all the walls, I measured the outsides, the insides, where the doors were, where the windows were, and I was able to draw the floor plan of the house I lived in. This one is one that I made up. I designed it on my own.
Let's get started. I hope you're as excited as I was.
So I want you to print out 2 of these graph papers. Maybe more if you get really into this like I did. I want you to do 2 because one is going to be for practicing using a ruler and the other one is going to be for designing your dream room. Something else you're going to need is a ruler. Mine's kind of a unique ruler. Any ruler you have is going to be fine. In fact, anything that you can use as a straight edge would work too if you don't have a ruler. I also want you to use a pencil. In my examples, in my drawings, I'm using a Sharpie so that you can see on the screen. I don't think a pencil would show up well, but you're going to use a pencil, and then if you want to afterwards, you can trace over it with a marker or a Sharpie.
All right, when we walk into a house, this is the type of thing we would see. But an architect or someone designing floor plans sees a house like this. Let's start to learn how to do this. Here I have my ruler, marking tool, and graph paper. Notice all the lines that make up the little squares on the paper? These lines are super important for our project today. This first piece of paper will be our practice page. I want you to line up your ruler with a line on the graph paper. Once it's lined up, place 2 points of pressure on the ruler. I like to use my thumb and my first 2 fingers. This way the ruler will not move and slide as you draw. Start away from yourself and pull slowly toward yourself. Let's make another line going in a different direction this time. To make it easier on myself, I'm going to turn the paper. Now do the same thing. Line up the edge of the ruler with a line on the graph paper. Place 2 points of pressure on the ruler so it doesn't move. And start away from yourself and pull towards yourself. Do this 2 more times so that you have a square or rectangular box on the page. Since we are practicing, let's keep going. Draw more lines. You are practicing 2 things here. I want you to practice drawing lines that match up with the lines of the graph paper And I want you to practice using those 2 points of pressure to hold your ruler in place so it doesn't move. Since we're still practicing here, let's get a bit more detailed. Try to draw a line in between 2 of the graph paper lines. Notice I'm making sure the distance between the line and my ruler is the same all the way down. Being able to draw that halfway line is going to give you walls for your room. Have you ever noticed how thick the walls are in your house? Go to a doorway sometime and look at the thickness of that wall. All right, we're getting into the good stuff. This is how you are going to show a window. Within the wall, draw 2 lines and then 1 long line in the middle of that wall. This is how you're going to show a door. You're going to imagine that the door is open. Does it open into the room like this? And you can draw cute little doorknobs on it so people recognize it as a door. Or does the door open out into a different room like this? Here's the nice thing about graph paper. Each square is equal to a foot in real life. This is 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet. So knowing that, how long or wide is my window? Yep, it's 3 feet. Now let's check to see what is the length of the entire room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. My room is 24 feet. I can also put that little tick mark for 24 feet. Here are drawings of 2 desks. This little tiny one is drawn to be half of a foot, or 6 inches, by 1 foot. Pretty tiny. The bigger one is drawn to be 2 feet by 3 feet. Which one is more realistic? Yeah, the bigger one. A desk might be 2 feet by 3 feet. Here are 2 bed drawings. This smaller one is 6 feet by 1, 2, 3 feet. And the bigger one here is 12 feet by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 12 feet. Which one makes more sense? Yeah, the 6 by 3 seems to be a bed size. Now that you have some good ruler skills and drafting skills, watch the next video. You will watch an artist designing a dream bedroom. You can choose what kind of room you want to design. Do you want a dream playroom, a dream gym, classroom, a candy store, or a dream gaming room? Now wait! Hold your horses! Don't go anywhere. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. No, not the real elephant. It just means the thing you don't want to talk about. Cleaning and organizing. Part of being a successful artist is staying organized so you can find things you need and so your space makes you feel calm and happy. Oh dear, too messy. I can't find anything. Ah, nice and organized. Okay, your turn. Go work, practice, have fun, and make something amazing.